Day 3 of the World Match Play of darts at the Winter Gardens has just concluded. I'm going to go through all 4 games from the evening session of Day 3 and just give my thoughts on all 4 games. So we start off with the first one, Chris Dobey 10, Ricardo Pietrezco 5. Pietrezco had a few, spurts of quality in the game, but I thought it was always in the hands of Chris Dobey. We've seen Chris Dobey, terrible Geordie accent there, but we've seen Dobey really come into his own in sort of the last 4 or 5 years and really look like a player that can push on and really progress his A game. And I think his A game is up there with some of the best when he performs to the highest degree. And I thought that he played really well against Pietrezco. He knew that Pietrezco can throw things back at him, and, Dobey played really well. He's into the second round. The next game, Gezi Price 10, Daryl Gurney 7. Tempers flared at the end of the game. It all started when, obviously, Gezi, is roaring and his celebration. Daryl Gurney stupidly then done it back, taking the piss out of Gezi Price, doing his celebration back. And then it backfired, didn't it? Daryl Gurney's a bit of a class clown when it comes to darts. He does things and then it just backfires and smacks him on the ass. And he done that against Price. Price then beat him. And Price took the piss out of Gurney for taking the piss out of him at the end of the game, over celebrating. I love it. I love that sort of element of it in darts. It just gives that extra bit of entertainment. The game itself was quite good. Price is probably the favourite alongside Luke Littler to win this trophy. I thought he played absolutely superb in that win against Gurney. And then the aftermath just made it even more funnier, didn't it? The third game was a match of the classics. Raymond van Barneveld losing 10-6 to the third seed, Michael van Gerwen. Now, a lot of people weren't talking about Van Gerwen. It was all Luke Littler, Luke Humphries, Gezi Price as the 3 standout potential winners of this. Michael van Gerwen didn't play amazing against Barneveld. Missed the treble 19 for the 9-darter. But even him, I thought he performed well. I thought he really managed the situation well when Raymond van Barneveld started to get back into it. Because Barneveld did obviously get back into it, didn't he? He sort of took the lead, I think, at 5-4 or 4-3. And you're just asking the question, can Raymond push on and really break the Michael throw? Couldn't really do that. Van Gerwen ended up running away 10-6 winner, but ultimately it wasn't as close as it sort of seems in terms of the result. And that's the exact storyline for this match. Ross Smith 5, Josh Rock 10. I think it was 6-0 at one point, wasn't it? Until Ross Smith got the leg. Josh Rock completely and utterly turned on the style. A real good, solid performance from a very good player. People look at Josh Rock and think that he's potentially close to winning a major. We saw that when Johnny Clayton won the World Cup, he went on and blitzed the tournament, blitzed the field. Can Josh Rock use that World Cup win with Daryl Gurney as a boost to push and to really elevate his career? Because I think he is on the verge of potentially winning a major tournament. He dealt with Ross Smith really well. Smith sort of grew back into it a little bit to make it a little bit more of a game, but ultimately Josh Rock, comfortable win to book his Selma place in the last 16. So those are the results. Chris Dobey 10, Ricardo Pietrezco 5, Gezi Price 10, Daryl Gurney 7, Raymond van Barneveld losing 10-6 to Michael van Gerwen, and Ross Smith losing 10-5 to Josh Rock. Let me know your thoughts down below of Day 3 at the Match Play at the Winter Gardens, Blackpool. And Day 4 predictions will be out tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon, whatever. But yeah, I'm loving the World Match Play, love this tournament, and hopefully tomorrow can continue to deliver. Let me know your thoughts down below. Like, share, follow, subscribe, whatever you're watching on, whether it be YouTube or TikTok. And I'll speak to you in the next video. Thanks for watching.